Carlos Yermina, I'm Director of Operations and Educator for the Florida Cannabis Coalition, and I am here today emceeing the event Canna Day Tampa Bay 2016.
Why am I doing this? Because I don't think we should leave one person outside the rule of law. There's no one that I want to see arrested for using cannabis otherwise responsibly.
Excited for a fun day? Talking about cannabis? Huh?
Carlos, thank you for having us here today and for showing up, because we are on the brink of an important time here in Florida for patients in this state, and at Regulate we definitely push Amendment 2 because we believe in Amendment 2 and believe what it's going to bring for the patients here in the state of Florida.
And they asked me, well, how does it work? I don't know. Ask the doctors and the scientists. I can tell you one thing, when she doesn't have it, she's sick, and her symptoms come back. And when she got it, she's like this. She can communicate and everything else. So.
This is Lewis, and welcome to Talk Shit.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talk Shit. Today is, like I said, forever one of those days where the world has changed. I want to welcome everybody to the show. Welcome my daughter Angela, and of course my darling sweetie Michelle. Now let's see if I can get this right. Hey, I didn't do it right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are we? I could see you still got your vote yes on 2 sign up.
Yeah.
Those will forever stay up in the studio. But guess what? 71%. And
We made it.
we did it.
And
we did
with-
it. And here's a little graphics to prove it. It says Amendment 2 passed. 71% voted yes. That is a fucking awesome thing, man. Totally awesome.
Nice. That looked cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
That looks nice, man. Yeah. Congratulations to everybody who worked their fucking ass off to get this amendment passed. Everyone who busted their ass quite incredibly to do this. I'm so happy. I'm excited. I mean, it's a really great thing for a lot of people. So
yes. And again, I want to say definitely thank you to everybody who's been fighting arm in arm with us and who has either come on the show or has rallied or has been all over the state of Florida to talk to different parents and entrepreneurs and doctors and nurses and there's so many veterans and children, and I can go on, and lawyers and of course every day last week and this week I am wearing a shirt supporting obviously cannabis. Sorry, I keep saying the shirt that I'm wearing today is America's Gone Green. So let me show you the back.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
her back is the best. Move your hair.
oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shit. That's pretty cool.
You forgot the shit.
No, I didn't forget the shit, but I forgot to bring up some pictures of shit. I've got pictures.
Also, if you take a look at Angie's cup,
oh, yeah.
it says take the high road
Take the high road 420.
interstate.
Interstate 420.
Yeah, baby, we did it. We finally did it. It is.
It took how many years?
Yeah, enough said.
It's taken a while, but
It's
again,
an amazing thing because it's over now. Now we move forward.
Now we move to make it legalized everywhere.
Recreational, isn't it?
to to make it regulated like alcohol in 2018 is what we're
And
planning
you
for
cannot
next.
buy it
Right.
unless you're 21 or older. I saw something about that on Snapchat. That's what I'm trying to tell
What did you see on
guys.
Snapchat?
About the about because like everybody's complaining about Trump.
Why are they complaining? They voted him in. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. We were watching the news this morning, and it showed 49 for Trump and 49 for
48.
Hillary. Well,
48.
on another screen.
48, but whatever. Yeah, we
You
know
know,
what you meant.
it went back and forth, and the votes, she had more votes than he did. So
It's weird.
this is a
I
very,
don't understand that. I'll be honest with you. I mean,
maybe we can get a hold of somebody
I don't
today
know.
or
Maybe.
soon and
find
find
out
out.
what the fuck. Yeah, 'cause
I want to tell you a few different things that are very important in the elections that were going around. There was a victory, obviously, in medical marijuana legalized in Florida.
bang! As you said that, popped up some graphics.
There's a victory in marijuana legalized in Nevada,
Yeah, yep,
completely legalized.
yeah. Across
Okay.
the board. Yep.
Medical marijuana is legalized in North Dakota.
Which is cool as hell. I mean, there's so many people need it. Jamie Harris, congratulations, Michelle. And to the U.S., I'm proud to be a Floridian and American. Jamie, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
For that. Absolutely. Yeah, that is awesome because as we've been talking about all week, somebody needs this. Somebody needs this. It is a very important thing. And it's done. We're good. We got it.
Let me keep going.
Go ahead, Mom.
Arkansas legalized medical marijuana. Massachusetts legalizes marijuana. Medical marijuana. I'm sorry. marijuana is legalized in California. Now, with that being said, that's a victory in 7 states. 7 states. So our medical cannabis states are over, way over half.
What's so
You
funny?
didn't, you didn't hear that, right?
Yeah, I did, but I
What?
didn't say nothing.
Great.
Way over half. With that being said, it's also legalized in many states.
Well,
So
look,
if it's legalized in many states, it's medical in many states. I'm going back to what I said last week. When do we become the United States and everybody has the same damn policy?
Right.
because can't in anywhere
Right.
in this country, can't you, if you have to be 18 or older to buy a pack
Can't
of
sh-
cigarettes?
Bring that microphone up. You need to talk into that little square right here. And I don't know what's going on, but the mic sounds like shit. Mine does. Richard was turning knobs.
Good morning,
yesterday.
Yvonne.
Good morning, Yvonne.
Good morning, Denise.
We got it. We did it. Definitely did it. It's medical cannabis is legal here in the state of Florida. It's a fucking awesome thing.
You know that commercial, not to say anything, but where it reminds me of my stepfather, where he's holding the fishing pole. At the end of the fish pole is $1. Oops, you almost got it. Well, there's a picture
Nice.
of that dude holding the White House over Hillary. Oops, you almost had it.
Yeah. That's what it's like, too. There's a lot of people that are pissed off about that, I'll tell you that.
You know, one of the first things I think he's going to do. Well,
Who?
is she fired?
You fired. I would fire his ass.
No, I'm saying.
Or her ass, anyway. I would definitely be
we
like,
already-
you fire.
You're a Hillary supporter. I mean,
a Hillary hater, yeah. I know.
Hillary hater.
No, I don't like her. I just don't. I don't know why. I'm turning knobs and it's not working. And I'm wondering why.
People are saying that they're so scared that Trump is
What?
president now.
Why? What are they afraid of?
Well,
I don't understand that. I just
there
don't.
was a video on Snapchat that there was this black dude who said he is Native American and he has never been so scared in his life for a president that's like this. I guess.
What?
I can bring it up.
That's ridiculous.
I swear to God.
Yeah, that's the propaganda that's going to go around. Do you hear that? You hear that echo?
Yeah, I don't like that one.
That's fucking horrible, man. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. I had this motherfucker set.
This happens every time I'm here.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
So,
There we go. I think I got it. We'll
I
get it.
think I got it.
So you know the challenge. There's a challenge that that all
What?
the people do.
Testing 1, 2. Sorry.
It's okay. It's
Trying to
called
get
the,
this
like,
echo out of here. Go ahead.
It's called like the Man Quinn Challenge, and Hillary Clinton did it on her plane, and you're supposed to just
Oh,
stand
boy.
there and not move, and then she blinked, and then they all.
Nice.
So here's another meme of Donald Trump calling Rosie O'Donnell. Plus Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, do you think he's going to get rid of her out of the country?
Plus my voice ain't so good today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really fighting a cold. It says, hey, Rosie, when you finish packing your shit, head over and help Sharpton pack his.
Yeah, enough said. I wonder what's going to happen with that.
Listen,
If he's gonna, you know what I mean? I mean, is he gonna clean house and fucking just go through and fucking
What happens now?
fuck with everybody?
and that's what everybody's wondering. And that's why
Well,
everybody
what
says,
happens is we go through the process of the inaugural ceremony and all of that shit, and we move on, just like anything else. You know what I mean? Just like any other president, just like when Obama was elected.
I don't remember
Um,
any other
You don't
Any-
remember when Obama was brought into office or anything like that?
anything.
God, I can't get this right now.
The only thing I
Testing
remember
1,
is
2.
when we were in Suncoast, when I went to Suncoast Elementary School, and they said that we
I don't
could
know what's
vote
going
for
on.
someone.
right.
And then
They're doing
that's
it at a
What
lot of
was it, a
schools.
mock vote or something like that?
that was the only thing I remember doing for
I don't
any
I don't
president.
remember that. I mean, I do kind of remember that. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry. My mic sounds like shit, and I'm not happy. I don't know what's going on with it.
So what do you want to do?
Just
What do you
keep
mean we're going to keep talking?
Exactly.
keep talking.
Forget about it.
No, I can't forget about it. I've got to fix it
Until
because
after
it's
the
going to
Tommy
make me fucking
John.
X. You got to go easy with the.
Tommy Chong. Well, that's because I'm not feeling well. I'm sorry.
It has nothing to do with.
Tommy Chong posted a picture of him holding a big blunt, a big bowl, and it says "fuck Trump." He did not, at least as far as I know, talk about any type of he was going to leave it to this or if he was going to get involved. Hillary, I do know, spoke with Normal on Good Morning America and said to him that the gentleman represented from Normal went ahead and was arrested for cultivating cannabis in New York. He did his time.
When was this?
A couple of years ago.
I don't remember that.
He did his time. He got out, and then he became a member of Normal of New York.
That's fucked up.
He was able to get on Good Morning America show when Hillary was on.
Right. Testing 1, 2.
Sometimes I watch it in the morning, and I just so happen to watch it. And also, Michael Minardi went ahead and reposted it. The gentleman asked, "What are Hillary going to do? What is Hillary going to do about cannabis if she was to become president?" She feels that there is enough information about studies that it does help the sick and the injured. The sick.
We know this already. I mean, holy shit. That sounds so bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That is horrible. There we go. A little better? Getting better, right? Keep going. Keep talking.
So that's what she went ahead and said. With her saying that it helps, as far as her leaving it up to the states, because obviously, like I said again, we are not united.
What does Trump what does Trump say about, what he wants to do with cannabis?
Again, like I said, I personally have not seen him speak
about anything either way about it. Does anybody know out there in the chat room anything? Good morning, Desiree. How are you guys?
I want to, why everybody is listening, I want to go ahead and tell you that medical cannabis can treat the following things that I'm about to say: anxiety, chronic pain, arthritis, fibromyalgia, glaucoma, insomnia, depression, cancer, HIV/AIDS, nausea, muscle spasms, Crohn's disease, epilepsy, seizures, stress, anorexia, ADD, ADHD, migraines, PMS, neuropathy, and many more. Medical cannabis may be an effective treatment for any of those illnesses or ailments. I know people with just about everything on that list and that are benefiting from medical cannabis.
Do you need to take a drink or something, babe?
I'm not feeling right this morning.
Because you're killing me. Totally killing me. The sound is just, I'm trying to adjust. I don't know what it is, man. I really don't.
Well, then I'll go off the show. I'll take a 2-hour break.
No, that's not cool.
You can't leave me.
No, yeah, Angie's like, don't leave me with this fucking monster. Don't do it. Who keeps hitting the microphone and breathing in the microphone? And stop, kiddo.
I'm trying. I'm not supposed to be on this show.
We won, Carlos. Yes, we did win.
We did win, brother. We definitely
I am
won.
very, very, very happy that we won. We've got a big road ahead of us right now.
Long.
I like the word big. Well, long too.
You like big roads, huh?
Long, big. Sorry about my voice, everybody. obviously bothering Lewis.
It's not bothering me for that. It's bothering me because I can't get the sound to sound right. Every time I fix it one way, your voice changes, and I'm like, son of a bitch, that don't sound right. Even mine don't sound right today. I don't know what it is.
Carlos, you know, we met during this fight a couple of years ago, and you've been very, very kind to us and genuine.
Genuine, yes.
Yes. So with that being said, I definitely, from the first day I talked to you through texting to the day you were in my home and I gave you a big fat hug. I just wanted to say thank you, and I will continue fighting for the sick, and then I will now start fighting to regulate it for everybody that is 21 years and over. First, let's work on, we passed. So, like we talked about the other day, what's next? What is next? That's what we need to know.
Obviously, what we need to do now is well, those who are in those positions would have to work with legislation and get the laws written, get all the bills, everything situated, so we can move on. So we can actually have this as a medicine. Now, one thing I'm going to put up on the screen right now, and it is basically a little banner that says what? What does it say? It says the new U.S. president is Donald Trumpy. So let's get a little picture up of him. I got a really good picture of him. This one's even better. Wait, where is it? Where's the grumpy looking one? It's a little cartoon character of Donald Trump, a little grumpy. Out of the two, the votes were what, 48 to 48?
Yeah.
And Donald won. I don't know. I don't understand how. I don't get it. Like I said, I never was a politician. I don't understand politics. I understand that they fuck you no matter what they do. It's like going through the drive-through. They fuck you at the drive-through. So, what else do we have that anybody wants to talk about with this? Because I'm really I'm kind of like lost here today because, well, I don't know. We're used to talking about Amendment 2 and get it passed, and it's passed. So now it's like, all right, well, Amendment 2 is passed, and now what do we do? Now what goes on? What do we talk about now? We've been talking about legalization of cannabis for so long that I'm kind of shocked that it is passed. I don't even know what to say to people. I do have the phone line open. It is 727-242-5702. I want to hear from you. So give us a shout, call in, let me know what you want to talk about. I am not going to bring up Skype right now. It is untested right now. I do have the audio working. I know it's working, but it is untested again, like I said. So we're going to hold off on it. I'll go ahead and get that situated in due time. So, but what do you got, Mama?
Michael had posted something as far as thanking his clients and supporters who kept pushing him because he took a massive pay cut. He doesn't get,
Oh, I know.
He's not getting rich. In most of these cases, it's a suffering person that has barely enough money to survive.
Desiree said hot tea and lemon and honey for your throat.
You bringing over some lemon and honey?
I got lozenges for her, but she don't want my lozenges.
Almighty.
At least I didn't burp. Yeah.
He had posted, thank you so much for pushing him and working with him and supporting and now yesterday he was on his way to Marion County and he is representing a veteran who, you know, he's a veteran. Friday is Veterans Day. Veterans Day. So I can tell you that my stepfather, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law were all veterans. And the reason why I say were is because they're all past and gone, but they all fought for our country. Now,
Not all of them.
Joining the military,
There's a difference. You can be a vet or you can be a war vet. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like you're pulling a Trump. You're not a real vet if you got busted.
Your cousin is a war veteran. He's been to a war. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah. He went to Desert Storm. I completely forgot about my cousin. He got stuck in Desert Storm.
Let's say when I went into the Navy, if I ever did make it in, and none of that bullshit happened, you know what I'm saying? And there was no wars, then I just become a veteran of the armed services.
Right.
Big difference. War veterans, either way, they go through hell, don't get me wrong, and they deserve a lot. One of the things that I did want to talk about is I really have an interest in starting a foundation that is dedicated to veterans, healing them and helping them with nothing but cannabis, providing a safe place to use it, a safe place to live, a sanctuary where they can get great medical treatment, all paid for by this foundation. And like I said, I'd like to get this started very soon. I do believe that our veterans deserve it, and it's going to take a lot of money and a lot of help from people because I want to buy a bunch of acreage. I want to be able to put, a 300-400 unit apartment building up. I want to be able to house, a couple hundred veterans in this housing unit, just to give them a place to live, to so they're not homeless. I want to have 300, 400, 500 hospital beds in a hospital dedicated to nothing but helping veterans heal with cannabis. It's a very ambitious project, very ambitious. It's huge. And I think it deserves to be looked into. And I need a team of people to work with me to start this foundation to help me get this going, because now that we have medical marijuana amendment 2 passed in the state of Florida, we can concentrate we can concentrate on the healing of the sick, the fixing of the minds of the veterans, the healing of the veterans, the easing of the suffering.
We can concentrate on that instead of our cops gonna bust through my door.
Keep talking, baby. Talk to me. Tell me what you think.
I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, that's all you had? All right. Well, we'll take that. But yeah, you're right. You don't have to, at this point, we don't have to worry about the police breaking down our door. Come tomorrow, I'm going to sit here with a bowl in my hand and smoke on camera.
That's not what that means.
Yeah,
yes, unto. And yes, I do understand that you have a prescription for cannabis, and you're making the most noise right now, trying to whatever.
I know, I was scratching my nails and I thought you guys could hear that.
No, it was your father. You have a prescription for cannabis, but that does not mean that gives you the freedom to even smoke in your own home, because it is still illegal federally.
Yes.
And it's not.
What difference does that make?
Because
what difference does that make? See, now this is where the show, we like to go with the show, because it's debating and talking and this. So what difference does that make, baby? Why can't I sit here right now and smoke a joint?
Because we're not there yet.
And regardless of we're there yet, the amendment's passed. I have my prescription. I can legally do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So why can't I? Why can't I take advantage of that right to be able to? I am so not happy with this board right now. I appreciate our visitor coming over yesterday. Whatever was touched, I can't get the right sound now. So I don't know what the fuck was done, and I'm really bothered by it. But I'm just saying, why? What makes today or tomorrow any different than the next day or the next day or the next day? For me, anyway. You know what I'm saying? For me, it doesn't. It's not. There is no difference. I can. Yesterday, I could have. The day before, I could have. I could sit here every day if I want to and smoke.
I don't believe that that is correct.
They can arrest me if they want to. Absolutely. They could have yesterday.
And
They
that's
can
like-
tomorrow.
But they're not.
But you're putting yourself out. No.
What? What do you mean?
It's not. That's like walking up to a cop
no,
and sparking up
Well,
a blunt
we can.
and say, "I have a."
I can do that.
No,
I can-
you cannot.
You can't.
All right.
The amendment needs to be explained.
Not yet, anyway.
Exactly.
Correct.
Right.
Not
Okay.
yet.
But in my house, because of my doctor recommendation, what I have, I do believe, I can do that, at least as a sovereign United States and sovereign property, you know what I mean? And sovereign land. I govern my own land and so on and so forth. I could do that. I could say, yo, this is my property. You know what I mean? You can't come on here and tell me what I can and can't do.
I understand that, but you're going in a completely different direction as far as what you can and can't do in your home and the sovereignty. We're talking about
Yeah, no, you're right. I took it a different direction.
Yes.
and you will not be sitting here
Smoking.
smoking anything. I know. I don't tell you what to do. We've been together so many years.
He's so controlling.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? I'm so controlling. You're funny. That's funny. I restrain mommy.
He does.
Tell her what she can and can't do, who she can hang out with,
How
where she
long?
can go.
One thing that I wanted to say that pissed me off this morning.
Dun, dun, dun.
For real.
I was watching
Am I gonna get in
a
trouble?
news channel that was talking about the election. There were so many people out there that were against both Hillary and Donald that they refused to go vote. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Yeah, you should have voted
Okay.
either way, that's for sure.
You don't. There were three
There are other
people.
options.
There were a blank space that you could have put, but there were other things on that ballot that were important.
That were very important.
I think the people
Also-
who didn't.
Also, it was over like 200,000 people did not vote in just this one state that they were talking about. So
Right.
imagine nationwide.
Imagine nationwide.
You
I
know,
like that. Imagine nationwide.
who did or did not, who did not vote. And if they did not vote, don't bitch, people.
Yeah, no,
All
so
right?
you have nothing to
And
bitch
the
about.
people that are
point,
posting
Michelle.
today that, Lewis can't vote. He's a felon. We don't have any secrets on the
Thanks a
on the
lot
thing,
for
but he
reminding me.
can't vote.
No, I wish
Now,
I could. I do.
I did take I did beg my daughter and her fiance to go vote. I have not had an opportunity to ask them because I barely see them because of their working hours. We also, Angela and I went out, walked around yesterday and talked to people and just made sure that they actually even voted.
I think the old lady was the best.
What she's talking about, and it happened yesterday after the show. I was wearing my shirt that said I'm a patient and a criminal. I was wearing my pin, vote yes on 2. I got out of my car to go inside the supermarket, and there's this lady. She must have been in her 80s, sitting in the passenger seat, and had her window open. I don't know what compelled me, but I turned around and I looked at her and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, could you please vote yes on 2?" And she looked at me shocked for a moment and she's like, well, what's two? What's two? And then she realized the cannabis leaf on my shirt and said, oh, the marijuana thing, the marijuana thing. And I said, yes. And she said to me, ma'am, I already voted. And I said to her, excellent. And she said, I voted yes on two. I am over 80 years old and I am prescribed 3 to 4 Oxycontins a day, or oxycodones, or oxys. She just said oxys. What is an 80 plus woman doing on oxys? My grandmother in a couple days will be 90. She is prescribed 120 Percocets a month. What the hell does a 90-year-old need 120 Percocets a month? No, my grandmother does not, partake to the pills, but it still makes me crazy that you can just go ahead and pill these seniors up until they take too much or they forget and they take an extra, and nobody's to blame. Imagine what it's doing to my liver and kidneys. I can only imagine what it's doing to a person that's in their 80s or 90s. So I explained to her about the silver tour. She's not key to the internet. At that point, her husband got in the car. He also admitted to voting yes on two. He also admitted that he cannot stand to see his wife drugged up every single day on the medication. And they broke out a pencil with a piece of paper.
I thought it was awesome that you did that.
And they wrote down the silver tour, and they wrote down Robert's name, and I asked them, please just check into it, because when we win tonight, that was yesterday when we had this conversation, when we win, I ask you to look into it. And the only reason why they did not look into it before is because it wasn't passed in 2014. So now, to everybody out there that has a medical condition, I read off 20 of them. I know for a fact that there's more ailments and illnesses out there.
My question is, babe, how long do you think it'll take before this is available to where someone like you, someone like me with a recommendation already or prescription already can get it? What do you say? What have our people been saying? 6 months?
Yes, the last I've heard from a few of our friends that are in the end of it, because let's face it, it is a business.
Ultimately, yes, whether it's medicine or not.
You have to make money.
It takes money to process, to make
it the medicine. And so obviously, we need investors, we need dispensaries, we need people that have that banking and can go ahead and do that, because right now the banks aren't taking the money.
Yeah, well, and that's all going to come with the federal legalization.
Slowly start, rolling around and playing it out.
Which in 2021, is that the next election?
Yeah.
4 years.
I'm running for president.
Oh, Lord help us.
In 2021, I am going to run for presidency.
Help us.
Why not? Why not? Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? Donald Trump became president.
Yeah, I was reading
David Maldonado, or Damon Maldonado, the owner of the GW Zoo, also known as Joe Exotic. He ran for president. Why shouldn't I? Why can't I? What makes any of them different than me?
You're a felon.
Doesn't matter. I don't hide it. I don't hide what I've done. Does that mean that I cannot
be in office?
No, that's wrong. I read up on it. I looked at it.
Well, then I don't know. Then
I don't know how to say this number.
Well, say it and long-wind it. Do you know what I mean by long-winding it? Because I want to adjust your fucking microphone. And you don't talk long enough for me to do it.
100 and whoa.
Keep talking.
Oh my God. 118,220 80. I don't know how to say this number.
How many?
There's 2 commas.
So 1 billion.
1 billion 1 billion.
The next section is million.
220 million.
The next section is thousand.
893.
1,000. What is that?
People voted.
Nice. Very good.
Because there was 59 billion, 178 million, and 951,000 people who voted for Hillary, and then 59 billion, 41,942,000 people voted for Trump.
Nice.
Hillary had more people.
Yes, and we're waiting to find out how to explain all that.
Yeah, because I don't really get that. I really don't.
You know, my financial status is I just rinsed
You
off.
could hear that.
I don't know why. Your mic is now sounding a lot better, right?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think
I mean,
so.
it's my voice that sounds like
No,
shit,
I got
but
it right. Mine is getting there. I think I've got mine back. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all right. I don't
can't
fuck.
break.
So
So Angela,
Yes.
my financial status is I just rinsed off a paper plate.
Yeah, enough said. You understand that? That means we're broke, bitch.
why won't you just throw it out though?
Because you can't afford to buy another one. That's the financial status. You get it? You understand
Dun,
it now?
dun,
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so I am looking for something very.
Well, that sounds a lot better.
Whoa. I am looking for something that I had read this morning. That's one thing that I believe that Trump is going to do.
616-970-8331. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, douchebag, what's going on? I just wanted to say good morning. You know that Richard and I saying I'm going down to meet your old landlord here soon. So good luck with everything, fuckboy.
Alrighty then.
That was Mr. Curtis Vandermolen. I had to call him, and just in case anybody wants to give him a shout out and say hello, his phone number is 616-970-8331. That is the scumbag who screwed me and a bunch of other people here in the studio who is out there trying to do it again. So everyone beware if there's a shock therapy radio ad or anything going on about shock therapy radio, flag it, report it, whatever. It's this scammer. Apparently yesterday we had Richard and his wife here yesterday, and I know a lot now. There's a lot of things that I know about what happened. There's a lot of things about this man and his relationship that he lied about. I mean, it's just it's pretty funny the things that I know now. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna get Richard and his wife here. They're gonna come up and sit on air. I also know that he was trying to get his show fired back up again. He went to a studio and tried to get another studio involved to produce his show. They shut him down. He went to 88.5, the radio station, and he tried to get on there. They shut him down, and so on and so forth. The thing is see, you're in, and I said this to him. You know, you're in a place where I know a lot of people. This industry is not a very big industry. Everybody listens to everybody else. Everybody pays attention to everybody else. And, you know, I know a lot of people that know a lot of people that know a lot of people that are in this industry that know a lot of people.
They know a lot of people.
They do know a lot of people. Yeah, you got to back up off your microphone a little bit. So what's going to happen is basically, you know, every door that you try to open for yourself is going to be closed. I told you, bro. I told you. This is the route you took. This is the road you decided. And I am so calm about this because, like I said, you know, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. You fucked over a bunch of people who know a bunch of people who know a bunch of people. The girls, that you fucked over, dude, some of them are quite connected here in this town. And you're gonna see, you're gonna absolutely see that no matter where you go, you might get close to getting fired up again, but that's only because we let you. What's gonna happen is I'm just gonna let you keep spending Angie's money, your wife's money that she got from her retirement and from a sale of a house up in Michigan. So, you know, when he says he's got all of this money and this, he's full of shit. Okay, he's living off of her dime. He's always been living off of her dime, and that's one of the reasons why whenever something like this comes up, he shuts her out and doesn't let her know anything about it. Because of the first situation with Shock Therapy Radio in Clearwater, when he went through the little affair on her and got caught with the drug addict piece of shit Christina that he had working for him. So yeah, dude, you know, I'm broadcasting on your page right now. Your peeps are watching. You're not gonna make it. I'm going to make sure that anybody and everybody in this town bleeds you dry and sucks you dry because you're a sucker. And you're going to get sucked dry every fucking penny.
What did you say the phone number was again?
Whose phone number? His?
Ours.
Oh, damn.
Louis got sidetracked, and we'll be talking more about that next week.
I'm
right
sorry,
now, I'm
yeah.
very, very, very...
Your microphone again.
That's because I got up in it. We're talking about Trump, we're talking about Hillary, and we're talking about cannabis. And I will talk about douchebag, and Louis will talk more about douchebag and what he did to our family and many other people later in the week or next week. I mean, I know you got sidetracked and talked about it.
Pull that microphone up just a hair. You know what I'm saying? Just
I want
so
people
you
to
put
be
it right
out
back
there.
down where it was. You see how mine is? Look, kind of like, because the camera's above you, so it's not really blocking your face. That's so much better. Here she fucking goes coughing again. I can't win for losing these microphones today.
Can I please have that phone number, please?
I'm sorry. 727-242-5702.
727.
Did you make a rhyme about it?
727.
242-5702. What do we got? Somebody calling in?
Possibly.
Okay. Anyway, the point to what I was saying is every dog has his day, and yours is here. So who do we got calling in? Possibly.
I gave it to two or three people. Plus, I wanted you to get it out there.
Oh, okay. 727-242-5702 is the live call line. We are at the midst of taking a break here in about 10 minutes. I think we're only going, 2 hours again today? Finish it up in 2 hours?
Yes, I have some things we need to take care of.
All right. You know what pisses me off, man? I just don't understand what the fuck is going on with my goddamn sound today. I absolutely
You
cannot
always
get
have
it right.
problem with sound when I'm here, so it's
No,
my
that's
fault.
not it, Angela. That's not it at all. And not that, a lot was done, but
No, Angela, you know that.
here we go.
What's this? You can't see my shorts.
Hey, you're listening to Talk Shit. You're live. What's up? Who do we got?
Talk shit, and the time for shit talking is over. Now, how do you like me now, people? That's my motto of the day. Well, I'm excited for the families and for the patients of my friends, and we're all patients, really, at the end of the day. But I feel like, how do you like me now?
Huge win, bro. Huge win.
So yeah, man, crazy stuff going on, right?
It is. It is awesome. I'm happier than a pig in shit that it's happened.
How did you guys find out? I was at a comedy show, and we were getting ready to go into the comedy show, and I turn and look on Facebook, and I see Renee, and then the Channel 10 people, and everybody screaming, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah,
And
we
then
were were communicating last night. You and I were
we were broadcasting
right at the
last
same
night, yeah.
time, and then we went to go celebrate after. And when you said you were going to the comedy show, I was like, You really going to a comedy show? I thought you were just playing, but
Yeah, and I didn't do many political jokes. I just really kind of was not, my mind was out of it at the moment because I was pre-celebrating the victory, and then I post-celebrated the victory, and then like most people say, well, for us personally, it doesn't affect how if it's 420 or whatever. But what I hope is we pass a law about the ability to speak into it. When you're in a shop now, like you're in one of my stores, where I sell products for the glue.
Right.
You're in there and you got to say, give me a thing for my thing, for the thing.
Yep.
yes.
Wink, wink.
Yep.
Why do you have to act like a criminal? No, you shouldn't have to. Plus,
Well, that's what I was talking about to
me.
Michelle about. That's what I was saying to Michelle before. I want to be able to just sit here and smoke.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, something that also is the forefront because everybody's excited, about medical, and I am as well. But hemp, it's kind of right there in the foreshadow. And I just came back from a 7-day adventure in Colorado with Hemp Nation, which is a nonprofit school to educate and research and develop, products out of hemp, especially specifically CBD. Okay, because I just got off the phone with a lady who called me, hasn't talked to me in a year or so, and said, "Hey Charles, I heard what happened. Can you get me CBD?" My phone's ringing off the hook. I mean, so hemp. Does anybody know what the status of that is? I want to put that up as a question. Maybe your audience or somebody is there
About that. We did the people that created Hempcrate, and
yeah.
I am trying to reach out to the two gentlemen and see because they've been doing it now for years.
Right. Well, my friends over at Hemp Nation, that's Colson Lucas and the Wake and Bake in Alamosa, Colorado. They're full on. They have enough hemp right now. They actually need more seed to put in the ground because they have more ground than they have seed. So they do have last year's harvest. Mostly was the seed was used for replanting, but some of the fibrous material and stuff is going to be usable. They've created some CBD isolates because they were working with strains that were the opposite of what we did. We took THC, or, the cannabis plant, and up the THC. They took hemp and they upped the CBD. They made them short and stocky, maybe a ruderalis version of some kind,
Right.
And worked with strains that were naturally occurring low THC, high CBD. So that's the genetics of what they're working on. So that's exciting, So what I want to put out there is I'm going to do the research on my own today to find out what the law is on CBD because it's going to be real sticky now. The medical law, it's not going to be perfect, and it's going to be hard. People are going to have to go to the streets,
Exactly,
So,
and that's what I was trying to tell
Bill,
Louis.
where do you think they're going to get the first shipment? I mean, it's there, it's overflow, but that should be the case. If one state is starting a medical marijuana program, they should be able to get cannabis from. In fact, I think they have to.
And that's what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, or actually the last couple of years that we've been fighting this fight, is I thought we were called the United States of America. That word united has disappeared. Why in one state, here finally we're over half the states have medical and now more states have legalized and then decriminalized and everything. Why can't it be, I understand each state has to, raise its own money to function and everything. But when you have such a driven thing like medical cannabis or legalization of cannabis nationwide, why not make it the same all the way through so everybody gets the same
Well, let me tell you, that's I'm a grassroots down here. I believe that we've been just twisted and jerked all around. But the thing is that it's going to happen. The current still president was talking about, so he changed his office, was talking about the fact that after all these other states, certain percent about, just among groups, not out really in any kind of platform, but it needs to be said that I said you know, that it's going to be once a certain amount of the state, because, you know, the problem is how do you prosecute over here and not over here and over there? And what is this guy? But he just moved from here. How does it gets so complicated? The government, the federal government is then basically mandated to go ahead and fully take off all, you know, federally illegal. You know, reschedule it.
I can only hope, pray, rub a Buddha belly, whatever that they do, because that's very important for everybody. I mean, even within our own state, in your county. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, these are reverberations. Okay, this is like a ripple effect. Everything's just falling like dominoes. I mean, God forbid, if you had some marijuana stocks right now, woke up, you really did. So, you know, and again, I'm not about do. You know, it's a vehicle, just like me. You know, talk to people. You know, of all belief systems and all. You know, instead of pigeonholing myself and, you know, and only talking to people that agree with me, I love to debate. So, it's a great day, man. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so excited.
And for you too.
Few months brings.
Yeah,
it's a big win for everybody, man. It's a real big win for everybody.
I love your voice, man. I got to get in the studio and get on a real mic and talk to you. I remember back in the day in my college, I'm the only person who, no matter how messed up your life is, you've never been fired from a volunteer job. I was.
I've been
fired. Fire me. I don't work here, man.
Yeah. I've been fired from so many jobs that you shouldn't be able to get fired from. It ain't even funny.
Yes. We will have you in the studio soon. We're having a little bit of...
As a matter of fact, I've probably been hired for a bunch of jobs that I should have never been even hired for, that I got fired, that you shouldn't even be able to get fired from.
Yeah, well, so I might be coming in the 18th for that other Canna seminar that they had flyers for. I think we have a booth there. The Glue does. You know, that's who I'm working with, Tom Quigley and Florida Cannabis Coalition. Great job, too, by the way. That week, and we need to have some of these here in my hometown in Central Florida. One of these things that we're trying to pull together. That's what I'm trying to do, to educate people about everything, and especially the hemp a little more. You know, let people understand that hemp is really, really, really an amazing product.
Yes,
and it's just going to help to fund a lot of the programs that we're doing, veterans programs that we have in mind, you know, to do. And we've been talking about, you know, just I can't even, you know, right now, I can't even. I gotta go build a wall too right now. So, huh?
That's funny.
But not that kind of wall. Not that kind of wall. No.
Made a hempcrete, right?
It's actually a stucco wall. Well, right now it's stucco, but it will be hemp. I'm actually. They want me to fly back to Denver, Colorado, to the hemp. If you could look at that too, tell everybody about it. It's Facebook Hemp Nation / Wake and Bake. Yeah. Okay. That's the page on Facebook. Again, if you got a retail store, check out the Glue, www.gluu. We keep sticking it together. What is it? Don't sweat the petty things, pet the sweaty things.
Enough said, man. That's what I'm talking about.
So great job, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep telling everybody. I'm going to jump off of here and go work a little bit.
And we're going to...
Absolutely,
you got
brother.
it.
I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you for everything. I look forward to you know, us
Who
doing...
That was my daughter.
Oh, it was your daughter?
Yeah.
I don't talk much.
She just sits there and reads.
You should.
You know what she did? She's been to several rally and tallies, and she's been with us to a lot of the events. And she had the pleasure of meeting Steve D'Angelo, and she told him that she had a test in school, and in school they teach the children that cannabis causes cancer, and she refused to put that down because she knows the truth. And Steve D'Angelo said, that's the best test that you ever took, and good for you for standing up for the kids that, you know, don't know any better.
All right.
And that was the proudest F I ever had.
All righty, brother. It was good talking to you, man. Thanks for calling in.
We're going to take a few minute break, and we will talk to you sometime later today.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Peace.
All right, that was Charles again. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell him to introduce himself to everyone. But I'm glad he called in, and at least I know the phone is somewhat working and we can hear people. I was wondering all of this. Yeah, you know what it was?
What was it?
Secondary audio from the broadcast on the other computer. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where is it coming from? I'm on this computer trying to turn it down, but it's not on this computer. So.
Yeah, I apologize to everybody for listening. If you missed some of the things that he had said, we will repost on the talk show wall about glue and about
glue.
Glue is the company that
he just said
he's talking about, and that Carlos and
Florida Coalition.
That's what Carlos works for?
Tom Quigley are partners on.
Right. So, and also the hemp one.
Well, I wanted to mention the one gentleman we had, and I can't remember his name right now, so I didn't mention it. You remember the guy who does the hemp out west? I can't remember his name. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I shared it on my page, but I can't look right now because I'm watching this large fire, smoke plume by Lake Erie. It's huge, Louis.
Wow.
By Lake Erie.
Lake Erie, Pennsylvania?
I can't watch it until we go on break. So.
I got you. All right, well then let's do that. What do you say? You want to go on break?
Yeah.
All right. Talk Shit TV, everyone. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Talk Shit Radio, Talk Shit TV, I should say. I do apologize for the sound today, guys. I just can't get it right. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Constantly working on it, trying to adjust it, but we'll get it back. We now live in a world where we have a billionaire for president, Donald Trump, and it's going to be interesting to see what the next few weeks and months and the next 4 years bring. It's going to be quite an interesting thing, just because of his political views and you know what he stands for and things of that nature. I'm just curious to see how things go and where we end up here very shortly. Not sure if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. And you know, nobody will really know until a few weeks, and we get into this and we see what the man's capable of. You know, let's face it. You know, those anti-Obama people. At first, they were like, fuck Obama, fuck Obama. You know what I'm saying? He's a joke, this and that. And let's face it. You know, he walked into a shit sandwich and he did pretty good with it. So. The main thing is Amendment 2 here in Florida has passed, right? And all of those who have been concentrating so hard on getting it passed and doing, you know, what they had to do to make sure it passed, and all the personal sacrifices that people have gone through to make sure that Amendment 2 passes. I want to congratulate you because, you know, you guys, you were the ones. The people's voice was heard, and it was you people, the Michael Minardis, the Carloses, the John Morgans, the Chris Canos, the Karen Goldsteins, the Robert Platshorns. I mean, all those people busted their ass for the last couple years to make sure that this was passed. And they did it because they care about other people. They did it because they want to help people. Okay, yeah, sure. You know, a lot of people stand to make some good money on this. And, you know, there's a lot of money to be made with this. But ultimately, it is about healing, saving. And now, you know, we can move forward and concentrate on what it's going to take to make this medicine available to the people. And I mean, to me right now, that's the most important thing, because let's face it, you know, I need to get this medicine to my wife. She needs it. She is a cannabis patient. And she is one of those people who, in reality, you know, the medicine that she is taking and everything that you know she has to ingest on a daily basis, twice, some of it 3 times a day, is killing her. It is just literally destroying her body to the point where I was just talking about you. It is literally destroying her body to the point where, see what I mean? She's over here gagging. What's the matter? What happened? Oh, the cat box? Huh? She'll be right there. As soon as she's done gagging, choking. Oh man. But this is what I'm talking about. You know, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. If we were legally able to use cannabis on a daily basis, which now we are, and it'll happen, you know, she wouldn't be going through this shit that she goes through on a daily basis. And it's for those who sit around and have to deal with it every day and see their loved ones deal with this shit, it's hard. It's really, really fucking hard. And now we finally get to help these people and help out all the countless others who deserve this medicine. The veterans, you know, so many people, guys. I'm so proud of what this state has done, what you, the voters, have done. Next thing that's got to be done is regulate it like alcohol. So where you have to be 21 and over to buy it. And, that's the next logical step in reality. So it's just, it's the progression of what we need done and so on and so forth. So.
Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning, Sherry. You all right, baby?
I'm going to do what I can.
Okay. If we got to stop the show early, people understand. You know what I mean? You're out of breath because of the coughing. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. The COPD is killing her. Medicine becomes available to replace inhalers and all the other bullshit. Things will change. Things will definitely change. And now, again, like I said, Amendment 2 has passed. And we are going to be able to start making all of this cannabis available to people like my wife, people like veterans and seniors and all of those who truly need it, and I'm just so proud of the voters, and I can't tell you how much it's awesome. Samantha is in California. We went legal. Yay. Wait a minute, Samantha, what you're telling me is it was only medical out there? It wasn't recreational and legal? Really? Well, congratulations, Samantha. She's been working on this for 20 years, and I want to tell you congratulations, because now California is a legal state to buy, possess, and smoke cannabis, which is a huge step, and it's fucking awesome. Again, Samantha, congratulations on that. That is fucking awesome. We have another state, and that's where we're at. It's time for us to move forward and work towards that direction. Yes, we have a long journey. She's been working on this for 20 years for full legalization. So,
good morning, Chrissy. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Good morning, Chrissy. How are you this morning? So I was talking to a Susan or a Samantha, I'm sorry, who is out in California. She's celebrating cough. Yeah, we can't do that just yet. I got shut down by the old wifey there in the window. Nope, it's over here. The window up there, that's the wifey. She said that I can't do that yet. I will be celebrating as soon as I can, sitting right here on camera, as soon as I get permission from the warden.
Warden.
Oh, it's warden now, she says. Okay, motherfucker. I think that's awesome. California is now a legal state too. So, you got Colorado, you got Oregon, you got California. It's just a fucking awesome fucking thing. And I really, really, really am excited and happy for California as well. I think that's a cool gig, man. That's totally fucking cool. Had my medical record for a few years here in Cali. Cool.
Not to sidetrack, but our friend Rob DeGuido and his girl just had their baby boy this morning.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to my buddy Rob and his little baby girl.
Boy.
Oh, boy. I thought you said girl. No, you said his girl.
His girl.
Oh. Oops.
His girl.
His girl had his baby boy.
It says, with Chrissy, her name's Chrissy. Today is the happiest day of my life. My little man is already so strong and responsive.
So Samantha says, best of luck to you guys. And yeah, medical use. Yay, medical use. It helped me get off the evil farmer pain meds. Mama, do you want to talk a little about, how many pills you're on and why this is so important? I take
22 pills a day. And I was asked by a very important person who's been fighting for 10 plus years here in the state of Florida.
And she also said congratulations to Rob and his wife.
Thank you. They work with veterans. They work with a lot of different people. This lady, and she asked me why have I not weaned myself off of the pills and switched completely over to cannabis. Okay, I'm going to tell you a few things. One, First and foremost, our house was already raided. So for me to partake in medicine that I know for a fact helps me, I'm taking the chance of inviting the police back into my home and inviting DCF over to my house, because obviously these days you can make an assumption and waste DCF's time.
And we all know that just from recent
allegation.
experience. Yeah.
Number 2 is finances. I am a disabled person. I get my medication at a reduced cost. With that being said, getting it at a reduced cost, other people, I mean, where can I buy cannabis? Off the street. I cannot, on my income, afford to buy it off the street enough for me to get, even if I wanted to illegally heal myself and break the law and everything.
See, the thing is, we need enough to juice, is what you're saying. You know,
or oil or juice or whatever the
takes
case
a
may
lot.
be. And it takes a lot of cannabis to do so.
A lot.
With that being said, obviously I need food. I need to feed my family. I have bills. I have mortgage. We have things that we have to pay to live. Yes, I need medication to survive. I cannot cold turkey stop taking my 22 pills because I would be dead by Friday. My heart would stop because I've already had 2 strokes. I've been the doctor, my doctor, has explained that to me.
Samantha says, wish you could move to Cali or Colorado. Yeah.
With that being said, Samantha, again, I fight back in saying, not to you, but why? What happened to the word united, number 1, in United States of America? And number 2, why do I have to move in order to stay healthy?
To stay alive.
Stay alive, to be a mother for the next,
It's
20, 30, 40 years. I don't, if I continue this role on my pills, and listen, I've been taking them for so long that honestly, I'm not even sure if they're doing anything. But if I do not take them, I feel sick as hell, worse than anything in the world.
And I've seen her, we've been in some circumstances where she's forgotten to take it one day, and then you could see just throughout the day the demeanor, excuse me, her attitude towards things, the ability to function. You could just slowly watch it go down that fast. By the next day, it is sick. I mean, just physical sickness. And then if she doesn't take them again, it progressively, the physical sickness gets worse, the mental attitude gets worse, the depression gets worse. But then there's that flip side, because then she skipped that day, then took her medicine, and now it fucking knocks her out because she's lacking it from that one day prior. And it's a fucking really sharp double-edged sword. And it's she said, and Samantha said, understandable. And it's a really double-edged sword. And Mama's point, because we've discussed it, and I've begged her, can we just get the fuck out of here? And I understand her point. Why do we have to run? Why do we have to move? Why do we have to leave a state where we live? I've been here for over 30 years. Why do I have to leave this state to save my wife's life, to make myself healthier and be able to live a life and function normally and not have to worry about persecution and prosecution and whatever the fucking however it is.
We went through.
We did
2.5 years. 2.5 years total. And when I say 2.5 years total, 2 years in court and a half a year, my man on probation and
that's just what she said. Yeah.
So 2.5 years, over 17.8 grams, Samantha, we fought. So could you imagine if I did decide to start growing my own, and all it takes is a phone call, obviously.
And we have those type of neighbors.
Not neighbors. We unfortunately have met some people that are so shady that they would use the system that is needed for real children that need help against us. His day will come and we'll talk about him more, but it's not just him. It was
that's
there's
a
been
different circumstance, yeah.
other people that just because they didn't like what I had in my driveway would call DCF on us.
Yeah.
And it sickens me because I can tell you right now, off the top of my head, I know 4 foster mothers in Hernando County. 4 of them. One of them has had over 110 children. 110 children in less than 3 years. All these babies are drug babies.
110 children in 3 years.
Yeah.
Her vagina must be the size of this fucking
She didn't
studio.
have them, jackass. Foster mother, I said, jackass. You can't even have 103 children in
That's what.
It's like
I looked at you. I'm like,
what are there like?
110
Let me see.
kids in
That would have
3
to be
years? This
12 octomoms. What the hell? 12
I'm
octomoms.
going back to you. Yeah, you take over.
See what I have to deal with, people. Do you see why I need cannabis as medication? Because this is what I deal with from morning to night. And yes, it is my choice, just like it is my choice to fight for cannabis. It is my choice to medicate or not medicate. Our youngest used to call them death pills. And I think somebody had said to her, don't call them that.
Don't call who what?
Call my pills death pills.
Oh yeah.
Only for my
Samantha says I see why. I believe me.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm not an easy person to deal with.
But
stop. I'm the bomb, man.
You were named after Saint Lucifer, which I actually heard straight-handed from his mother's mouth.
Yeah. From her mouth to your ears, man. No bullshit there.
I just, life is short. Okay.
Too short.
Already, there are fights in the street.
I know. This is not ridiculous.
Already, we have people crying because Hillary did not win. Okay, listen. We are not Democrats. We're not Republicans. We're not independents. We're nothing. We are people.
We're united.
We're people. And it doesn't matter what party you belong to. The best thing that you can do right now is hopefully Trump will hold his word and make America great. America is great. I think it's the politicians that are making it harder for us as normal people to live a normal life.
Absolutely.
It is not the people, because it took news reporters or this horrible election debate and the dogging that he did towards her and came out about him.
They
and
both did the same dogging.
No, that's what I'm saying. That this horrible fight that they had on why the people watched. And if those two people can't even get along during now I understand it's an election, and of course they believe in different things, and of course they're going to battle. But if they can't battle civilly.
With that said, babe, do you think that Donald and Hillary can work together?
No, I think that his first option is going to be to try to put her in jail.
So you think his ego is a little too much, and there's no way.
Mm-hmm. Now, the global stocks.
You really think he's going to try to lock her up?
Yes. He has said several times she belongs in jail.
I think that was just a lot of political talk, though. No.
Yeah, no. And now he's the commander-in-chief. So he has the power to go back to the FBI and say, I want to see that. And you're wrong. And we're going to investigate. And we're going to go after Wiener's wife, or Wiener,
They're going to go fuck with Wiener?
Wiener's wife, which is Hillary's right hand. Well, right hand and Wiener. Well, that's just way too much. But
I'm not even going to touch that one. So
what I'm telling you right now.
Well, wait a minute. I got a question about what you said because, again, I really don't know how all of this shit works, and I'm kind of hoping you answer it for me. Does he have the power to be able to go and say to the FBI, say, open this back up. I want it taken care of. Do this. I want that done. Arrest her. I want her at it. Does he really have the power to do that, or is his power limited only by the laws that are written and have to be followed? Do you understand what I mean? Like, he can't
There's
just
a procedure.
say, I don't like her. Put her in jail.
There's a procedure, obviously, that he's going to have to follow.
Okay,
but
that's what I wanted you to clear up.
This is the second time they pulled her emails, and with the second time pulling her emails and investigating, and she found
hey Yvonne, welcome into the YouTube chat room. How are you, sweetie?
He can. I'm sorry, guys. That's my
pill reminder, poison reminder, as I call it. I am gonna record a new MP3 today for that, and it's gonna say, "Yeah, it's time to take your poison."
No, you're not.
All right, so everyone, that's my. All right, and yes, for those of you that didn't know or were a little too naive to figure it out, I am the voice of Brooksville Bob. And it's an easy thing to do because he's an ornery son of a bitch, and he's kind of just like I am anyway, so it works. And this whole presidency thing is pretty cool because now we can smoke pot with the president. No, that ain't gonna work. His power is limited. If the FBI clears her, that isn't his decision. Okay, so that's
but honestly, I do feel that he'll find another way.
I think,
his ultimate goal is to get rid of her.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably absolutely
get rid of her, not to the point where get rid of her, which I'm pretty sure he's got enough people.
Yvonne says in the chat room, "Hello, my friend. Poison time."
Hello, my beautiful. Yeah. I love that one picture of you. It came out really good.
Yes. Some of your modeling shots you did really good on, by the way.
I was getting ready this morning, and Angela, our daughter, was watching TV, and she said, "That's Russia's president."
Who? Putin?
And so I screamed from our room, "Putin?
Vladimir Putin."
And she goes, "Yeah, it said his name's Putin."
He's a dangerous man, but he's slick and cool as a motherfucker, boy.
Well, in the last debate, Trump had said that he has not met Putin, that it's great that Putin is endorsing Trump. Now, Angie then said to me that they said on the news channel that she was watching that Putin is here to congratulate Trump.
Really? He's in America?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I've heard rumors that he supported him quite a bit.
He's supposed to be coming, or he's here. I'm not really sure what the whole thing is. I missed the ending of it, and we had to come in here. According to our daughter Angela, they had mentioned that now Putin and Trump are going to
what do you mean, Yvonne? Yes, he has. Liar, laugh out loud. I don't get that, but Obama will pardon all. Oh, okay, all right, my bad. After his election, I need a half ounce. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, enough said. In one fucking bowl.
Oof.
I'm telling you, after this shit, this has been stressful.
According to what Angela had just said to me a little bit ago, is that I don't know if they're afraid or if they're just guessing or whatever, but one of the massive reporters or main reporters for political group said that Trump and Putin are going to work together. And it's going to go back to like Hitler, where they're going to control everything. Trump, has already said the very first thing that he's doing as soon as he gets into office is changing almost everything that Obama has done. So now Obama's been in there for 8 years. 8 years. And then you're going to go ahead and come in there, and within 10 days, you're going to fight to change everything. Well, it's going to take some time to change. And not only that, but there are already people that are in Obamacare. It's almost
That's fucked up. Samantha's rubbing it in. She's like legally smoking with my window open. That sucks. That's all right.
This is my sad page. Samantha, this is for you.
That's not right.
I think I need some Girl Scout cookies. Can you arrange that?
No said, man.
Anybody?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. Whenever we did the edibles, it just didn't do as much to me.
No, I'd
rather just fucking munch on a bud. Just eat a bunch of buds, man. I'd put some fucking salad dressing over it and eat it.
Technically, do you know that you can't?
Bud salad, I know.
You got not salad dressing. The salad dressing would kill the taste. You would have to get hemp dressing.
Buds don't taste that good. So if I put my ginger,
I don't know,
salad dressing over it, my dog.
Ask our dog.
Ask our dog. She says. Sorry, guys.
I'm
still happy. Matthews was voted in. It's the first step. Yeah, absolutely. It is the first step. It is a huge step. We're just haters because we can't just go sit out on the front porch yet and smoke a joy.
I want to give a big, huge thank you to Michael Minardi. He has fought very, very hard.
Lots of sacrifices.
Took a lot of sacrifices in his own personal life just to support people that are ill. Renee Petro was celebrating with Channel 10 News reporter Jonathan from Channel 10 News. I can't think of his last name, but I had seen him yesterday interview Renee while Renee was interviewing him on the cell phone, which was hilarious because you could see both versions of it.
Yeah, that was pretty
good. And, I have the chills now because I know that Brandon and Bruno and Dahlia can get the medicine that they need because they already have doctors that support it, and their lives are now extended a little bit longer. These are children of our future, and granted I'm 42 years old. I do not feel confident in my own skin. I do not feel that. I don't feel happy. I don't feel like I shouldn't even be on air. You can ask Louie. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that the medication has a lot to do with messing with my head. Because I'm not the same person that I was before the medication.
Not to interrupt you, babe, but I just wanted to get michaelminardi.com or his website up here. It is www, and you can see it right here in that little window below me. It is www.minardilaw.com. That's MINARDI law.com. And I will go ahead and put this in the chat room and up on the pages and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is Michael right here, scrolling down so everybody can see it, baby. I don't know if you're looking at it. And it says, for 12 years, Michael C. Minardi has dedicated his practice to understanding medical cannabis laws in the state of Florida and throughout the country. So he's not limited to Florida. He does work throughout the country. He's going, where did he say he was going? Colorado or California or somewhere?
No, that was Charles.
No.
I didn't.
Michael the other day had something he had to do out in Colorado.
I know today he's in Marion County.
Yeah.
Or yesterday.
Some of the things that he helps with is bankruptcy, cannabis consultation, criminal defense, foreclosure, and personal injury. Michael's story is an incredible story, and I encourage everybody to go check out minardilaw.com and at least get his advice. If you're planning on going into the cannabis business and you want a consultant, he'll charge you $420 to do it. Get it? $420. Get it? Samantha says you look great.
Thank you for lying, but thank you.
Listen, man, we don't bullshit here. There's no.
I do thank you, but
Yeah,
you know.
there's no bullshit here. That's funny.
If you go to my wall, there's a picture of me probably about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was 50 pounds thinner. I had my teeth. I felt like $1,000,000. I
remember
was
how you
not
were in this
on,
picture in my Facebook profile.
I was not on any pills whatsoever. I was only consuming cannabis. We weren't in this state, and even if we were, you can't do anything about it. I felt great. I was able to work out every day. I reduced, almost completely quit smoking cigarettes. I was drinking water like it was the only drink in the world. And then I came back to Florida. We came back to Florida because of a financial situation, and we needed to get out of the state that we were in. Our rent alone was over $2,000, and with Lewis losing his job, there was just no way that we could stay in that state.
Global stocks are plummeting.
Yes, plummeting.
The Senate is talking about, don't worry about it. We still control the Senate.
And with that being said, there's many seats that need to be replaced on the Senate that Trump has already picked out the people that he's putting in those seats.
What he needs to do is set terms. 4 years. President has 4 years. These congressmen don't need to be there for 30 fucking years.
I don't think they also need to be in there after the age of a certain amount, a certain age. Just like when I'm driving, I do believe that once you get a certain age, you should have a driving test every year.
Every couple of years.
You know, not every.
Maybe every year. Yeah, you're right.
You know, a person can decrease real quick. And here, like I said, I've spoken to 2 or 3 seniors that are on oxys, and then you give them, they take an oxy in the morning and they drive behind the wheel. It just kills me.
I'm sorry, I'm watching a video of The Simpsons from 20 years ago.
Yeah,
they said, you did?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then you see
The sign
Bart, and then you see her. Yeah.
That's funny.
Ivanka.
20 years ago, people were talking about that he was going to be a fucking president, and here we are. Well, listen, I'm
First Lady Ivanka.
What is the next election? 2021?
I think.
I'm going to announce my candidacy now. I need political supporters. I need backing. I need everything.
Chrissy said she'd vote for you. Desi said she'd vote for you.
I need everything. I need it all. I'm going to need everyone to back me on it. I'm going to run for president in 2021. Why can't I? Why can't I have just as much of a shot of winning it as the fucking monkey they shot in the zoo? You know what I'm saying?
Don't talk about the monkey.
Yeah, don't talk about your monkey. I worked at an ALF with the elderly, assisted living facility. That is a rough gig too. My mother worked at one, and very hard to not get emotionally involved. That is for sure.
Okay, so you worked out it. Can you imagine if
Yvonne, that's Yvonne.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
Yvonne. Can you imagine
with cannabis?
if we treated all those people in there with cannabis? They would be so happy to see their family members. They'd be so happy just to live every day instead of comatose laying in a bed on some kind of medication.
Swaying, laughing, playing, dancing in the street. What? You guys don't like fucking Van Halen? Someone told me the word Trump means fart in UK. Does anyone know if that's true? Well, let's find out. I'm going to Google that.
Okay, so I'm going to call somebody out because I like calling people out. And I know you're probably not listening, but He thinks he's a funny guy.
Who's that?
So I go ahead yesterday at 1 in the afternoon. I had posted, if I'm being honest, the little circle thing where it says I voted.
Yeah.
Mine says I'm terrified. And Mr. Anthony Jacobs wrote 8 hours ago why pop passed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put underneath it, yeah, for the sick people, because I'm not terrified.
Babe, you have to remember the person you're talking about.
Well, that's why I
this is
called him
quite
out.
an ignorant motherfucker who thinks that he is better than most people on the planet.
Well, okay, I'm not known.
And and in reality, you ain't better than anybody, pal. It's fitting. President Fart. It is kind of fitting. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm going back and forth with Yvonne. It is rough to work in an assisted living facility.
So Michael posted at 9 p.m. Minority. 9 p.m. yesterday. Medical has passed now. It's time to regulate Florida. The patients are free. All people should be free. Hashtag regulate Florida. I went ahead and posted a picture of regulate Florida, regulate marijuana like alcohol. And I also posted a picture of Michael. It says let regulate marijuana like alcohol. And it says Michael Minority writes, and I quote, I have defended numerous patients and people over the years who are arrested who are professionals, just like everyone else in this room who may go out and have a beer at the bar. These are people who decided, quote, I don't want to drink alcohol. I want to go home and smoke a joint, end quote. And these are professional, hardworking individuals. No, that was written by Michael Minority. And it's true. There are, guys, this is medication. It just infuriates me. You saw how I came back in here. I feel like shit right now. And I stayed up late last night because I wanted to see who won. And then I fell asleep on the couch, which made my body, I have neuropathy, so my arms go numb and I fall asleep. I lose feeling in my legs.
Sorry.
I can be walking to bed and fall down. I have bruises all over. You guys have seen me in the last couple of days turn around and show you pictures of my shirts. I've had bruises on my arms. I hear a sneaky door. It's like sneaky.
Who? Loverboy is puking?
That's great. My cat
is it hairball?
My cat normally does not puke.
Like, what does it look like? Phlegm? Take over, baby. I'm right back.
So, again, just to recap a few things, I want to go ahead and thank everybody that's been fighting with us in this Amendment 2 fight. We did win. We still have a lot of work to do to get cannabis to the patients that need it. This doesn't give you the right to go and just spark up and be like, hey, medical marijuana passed and I'm a patient. No, you have to have a legitimate illness or disease or something that is incurable or can be cured by consuming cannabis, including juicing or drops or smoking or vaping or whatever the case may be. I have no idea why he brought the fat cat in here, but you will see who a Loverboy is in a minute. He is definitely taken to Lewis. That's his baby boy, and that baby boy weighs 21 pounds.
This is my fat cat that was just connected to my penis.
Wow.
This is
He's
my
got
baby.
one blue eye, one green eye, and his name is Loverboy. It took Louis a couple days to name him. He's like excited now that he's in your lap.
Oh, he's loving life.
He
man.
needs to be right by Louis at all times, or it's like a catastrophe. Hopefully he
It's a
won't puke on you.
catastrophe.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I'll tell you why he's fucking puking. He's in there eating fucking fake plants and the palm leaves and shit like that.
And what? On what?
On the shit you got on the library table there when you first walk in. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. So now you can see why I named him Loverboy. It took me 2 weeks to come up with his name. I'm like, oh, you're such a mush. You're such a Loverboy. You're such. Well, there's your name. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's loving this. Huh. Yeah. I can only imagine. Oh. All right, well, he's done. He's going over there to lay on the table, I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's where all this white hair comes from.
Yeah, the minute I leave the fucking
Do you
door,
remember
the bastard's
using
coming.
a knife or a spoon to slice quick?
Spoon. Handsome is? Really?
Yeah, because he wants to come in here too. He's like, why does my brother get to go in there and I don't?
Yeah, grab him, I guess. And let the big
Oh
pussies
my
in.
god.
We're bringing the pussy into the studio today. I started out somewhat strict in Cali, but they got, what's that? Oh. But they got really lax and the law was longer. It does take time, but once a few people have it, the rest is just, yeah, you're right. You know, Samantha, it will take some time for everything to lax out and then we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. I think we're gonna end the show here, babe. We have a ton of shit to do today. I do apologize. I know, the show keeps getting shorter and shorter every day. But there's my handsome man. You can't really see him. Hold on. He's over there on that chair right there. And there's his head. That's my handsome man. He's
my baby.
Yeah, that's Mama's cat, really.
But he won't know.
No, he's very unsociable.
Our daughter is wearing shorts. They're just a little short. She's not coming in here with just a shirt on.
Yeah.
For those of you who are watching,
he is very unsociable.
She is a very skinny girl, so she can pull off a little booty shorts.
Right.
Me and myself.
I just want to say, finally, I'm proud of everyone who voted yes on Toot, and I'm glad we now live in a state to where medical cannabis can be used and consumed by those who need it. Yvonne, thank you for grab him by the pussy, she says. The SA Boy has come in and said, Trump, Trump, Trump. That's right. Thank you for joining us, SA Boy. I guess that's his name, the SA Boy. And just for you, here's a little picture of Mr. Donald Trump, our president himself. There you go. And we will be back tomorrow. We're going to start going back to 3 hours again. And
very soon.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, like I said, I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a few things situated with the studio yet. We'll get the show back on track. I can promise you that. I can definitely promise you that. Everything will get back on track. We'll get back to 3 hours. And he says the SA Boy, or whatever his name is there, and weed is a cash crop of the drug kingpins. Take that crop, them, and they will have no money. That's the thing. That's one of the things that I do believe Trump will take care of, and that's the Mexican cartel drug problem and all that. And regardless of the point, man, we as I've been saying for the last week, we now live in a different world. We live in a world where Donald Trump is president, and I do believe things are going to get crazy. You guys are more than welcome to keep going back and forth in the chat room.
Real quick, I want to say to a special friend that's watching right now, when we move into China,
enough said, dude. When are we going?
And I wanted to shout that out to him. But he needs to teach me how to use some choppy sticks because I don't know how.
Needs to teach us all how to talk too, because none of us know how to fucking talk.
He don't understand that.
He don't fucking talk it either, and it's not China, it's Vietnamese. But either way,
no, he asked me to move to China with him. So,
but China? Why China? China's like one of the dirtiest countries over there.
I don't know. He said, "Let's move to China."
No, I think it's Laos or Malaysia's dirtier than China. China's huge though. I'll go. Let's go.
I don't know. What do you think about this China?
I wonder
thing?
how the buds are in China.
Whoa.
Let's go move to South Korea, right next to the border,
Well,
and throw rocks at the border.
Everything's made in China except babies. They're made in China.
In China. Oh boy.
I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to say congratulations. America is going green. Well, I grabbed my movie on that one. America is going green.
What the fuck was that?
Slowly.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for the loyalty. It really, really means a lot to me to see the same people over and over again in the chat rooms watching the show. You have no idea what that means to me and what this means for the show. The only other thing I can ask, guys, is please, just join us every day here, Monday through Friday, 8 to whenever. Share the show. Tell your friends. Tell people, Talk Shit Radio, Talk Shit TV. We're out here. We got something to say, and we represent you. If you got something to say, you put it on the chat, and I'll say it for you. You want to call us up? You call us up and say it. There's no holds bar here. This is internet. You can say what the fuck you want. I'll get the Skype situation fixed.
And we'll get more information this week coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
So, there we go, people. People already packing and moving to Canada. All right. Well, listen.
See ya. Get the fuck out. Whatever. Talk Shit TV, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.